Hello.
I'm not recording on there yet, though.
Well, that's fine. Let's get some people in here.
You guys might need to come together just a little bit. There we go. All right, now let me get over here so I can see you.
Anybody on there yet?
I don't think so.
Nope. There's Casey.
They're driving back.
I bet their drive back's a little bit more comfortable now. You gonna pull it up and send it here?
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Oh shit. Hey, Derek's watching.
No way. I'm gonna watch too. I gotta mute this though.
Oh.
What's up, Casey Johnson?
Make sure you mute.
We're gonna give everybody just kind of a minute to get in here.
I don't know how to work this thing, but okay.
Where's the?
Casey, can you hear me as well? That might be a no.
Oh.
Casey, can you hear us?
Kelly Ann's in.
Haha. Callie, what's up?
Casey said he can barely hear you.
Uh-oh.
Talk louder. Callie says she can hear.
Casey's driving. Casey, you're doing some illegal shit. I'm just throwing that out there.
But we won't tell them, I promise.
I don't know what the Utah driving laws are.
Evidently, it's driving that bitch down to first. Oh, I hope we give everybody a heads up enough to get on here and ask us some questions and whatnot.
Oh, they ain't doing shit on Sunday. I wouldn't think. Except driving.
Oh, we got 10 people in there now. There's Dustin Woods. What's up, buddy?
We got 13 people.
Oh.
Hurry up, people. Come on.
Well, it's hard to make people do something. You know how this works.
If you guys could share as well, that would be fantastic.
You heard the lady.
Uh-oh. Boss man's on here.
Oh.
That's not we, guys. I promise. Right now.
The head looks red.
It is, bro. I'll kind of get into a little bit of that why, but
We're waiting on Boss Lady to tell us when to go.
she's actually got a microphone in front of her the first time, too.
Yeah. She's going to be asking us some questions. All we need is you guys to tell
What's
us.
up, Mr. Frankie Guy? Boy, you got a handful of kids that are coming your way in October from Spring Explosion, buddy, and don't think that every one of them little dudes can't wheel that bitch.
Well, I mean, they're gonna be everywhere.
Yes.
I mean, that's gonna be a show.
Yes, it will.
You've got 27 people on.
Uh-oh.
There's a
Utah.
chance.
Utah up in it.
Oh, look, there's Clayton too.
Another Utah up in it.
Jeremy Baker.
Jeremy, no comments on my head. All right.
Cranky guy.
I told him to rub his head with baby oil to make it really shiny for you guys, but he wouldn't do it.
I put beard oil in. What's all that? You want to rub this beard on your
I'll
head?
pass.
Good, whenever you guys are ready.
Let's roll into it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hard Nosed Derby Podcast number 100.
We don't have no streamers or none of that shit for 100 or them little poppers. But you got some backwoods and some redneck martinis.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Olive and red beer all day long.
So, we're going to give some shit away tonight.
A little bit. We're going to tell you all how to do it here in a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
To get said free shit. Bo said something about my head. A couple weeks ago, I went to Kearney, Nebraska for Logan Dowie's show in Kearney. Good show, killer show. I got up there on Friday night, and the wind is blowing 40 mile an hour, gust up to 60, and it was windy the whole weekend. Evidently, I brought that shit back.
Yeah, no shit. I thought we moved. I honestly thought we were in Kansas.
And
The wind hasn't stopped blowing.
I took it to Illinois too for Spring X this weekend.
Everybody's going to be loving you, Derek.
Yes.
I'm like, hey, Steven, you can come to the show. Leave Derek to play home.
Leave me at the house.
Speaking of the house, the last couple of weeks, that is not somewhere you've been.
I have work and sleep.
Vegas, work, sleep, Derby. Work, sleep, Derby.
And then this weekend coming up, work, sleep, Derby.
I will be there this weekend, regardless of what any motherfucker says. I will quit my job.
The show that we're talking about this weekend, guys, is Crashing for Skinny. $21,000 in payouts. Ottawa, Kansas. Pay Up Sucker Promotions. 6 classes, I believe. It's got your NWFA class all the way to your like Blizzard Bash light wheel class.
Yep.
So
you're fucking me up. I don't have a phone in front of me. This is usually where I'm scrolling, trying to figure out what the fuck's going on.
that's when I usually do most of the shit off my memory. I try.
I can't remember what I had for fucking breakfast.
We're gonna have some stuff to talk about tonight. We're gonna actually hit off on Spring X. We'll hit off on Dixie Destruction.
Oh man,
American Utah.
We really have learned how to pick these sponsored teams.
And then we'll hit some Crashing for Skinny, and then we'll hit some stuff up, that's going to be later on in the year too. So,
And if you all have any questions, man,
ask.
type them up. We'll stop what we're talking about and jump in on that shit.
Yes. We've hit some milestones.
2,500 motherfucking followers.
Yes, sir. 2,500 followers. Our numbers are going absolutely batshit crazy. Our sponsors, I think their numbers are going kind of batshit crazy.
Triple B's T's said that they have some shit going on.
Yes.
He said he's covered all the way up. Which is good, because if you order from him, that's what he'll do for you, cover you all the way up. That's why we got this shit right now.
And then hit this here,
It's all backwards.
it's backwards to us until you do a phone the correct way. And then it gets, what's up, Si?
No? Alright.
We said something.
Are you guys ready for what the Utah Derby season is going to be? Because last night was awesome.
Buddy, we are ready to get back out there. And I mean that wholeheartedly. It comes up damn near every episode that we record talking about going back to Utah. So to say we're excited, that is not even the tip of the iceberg.
Which, you know, some local guys to us have even said to you, man, why do you guys talk about Utah?
Dude.
Because motherfuckers, if you have never been to one of those shows, you would understand the excitement that we have when we go out there.
Well, we've said it a million times on here. It's not just the show, it's the atmosphere.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, the only thing that I've got even close to that as far as atmosphere around here would probably be Peoria, Whiskey City, just because we had so many homies in one spot. Like, Big Al's. Well, I mean, no, hold on, I'm going somewhere with this, fucker.
We just threw out the strip club, guys.
Was full of us for a while. I mean, like, it was just our group.
Yeah.
Like, we had the whole...
Yeah, like 40 fuckers right there in one spot. Yeah.
They were wheeling beer out by the fucking hand truckload. I shit you not.
But the fans...
Dustin White, he knows. He knows.
The fans in Utah are on a whole separate level. We've talked about why it's that way. The hospitality that we get shown to us is actually, I can't say enough about Johnny and Gumby and all those guys, Full Contact, Derby TV, and then the drivers do what they get paid to do.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
they're fucking turning it all the way up.
they drug us over to the house, fed us. I mean, we were treated like family.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, and I don't know any better description than that, except, you know, they treat us like family.
And I'm not saying that we don't get treated like that around here. It was just, I'm telling you, totally different atmosphere.
Yes. Yeah, so Clayton, we are for sure ready to come back out.
We're going to make it a little bit longer trip this time, though, because we're going to do some shit.
Yes. A lot of people have been talking to me about Heber for the Destructive Behavior Show at the end of July. Unless I win the lottery.
Or I win.
Or he wins the lottery.
Because if either one of us win the lottery, this bitch will be way big. You know, you all will have no choice but to listen to it because it'll be on the fucking radio.
Yes.
I'll have a radio station that's just dedicated to this shit.
Serious?
Yeah.
Just Sirius XM radio, just blowed up.
Yeah.
Got a question.
Got a question. Okay, what's up?
What do you all think about the people denying the call outs at Spring X?
I knew that was coming.
Somebody, I think, probably paid attention to last week's episode. We did have a little debate how
I told you how I feel about it.
correct.
As a fucking person, I couldn't have done it. I could have been like,
Turned it down.
yeah, there's no fucking way. Like I said, win, lose, or draw. If I'm getting called out,
I'm taking it.
fuck yes.
I'm taking.
Like you could come up to me in your Corvette, maybe in my fucking $1,200 half-ton Dodge,
Yeah.
and be like, "I'm calling you out right now." I'm like, "Fuck it, let's do it." Low side, and I'm gonna try to turn into him as soon as we come off the line.
Next, we'll drop that bitch in 4 low.
Yes, sir.
I like the call outs.
Was it a smart fucking decision to turn it down? Yeah.
There's some backstory that I'm not going to go into.
Yeah, I've already.
Kind of why those certain call outs were made that the other guys didn't take.
Well, and honestly, regardless of the reason why they didn't take it, it was probably smart for both teams. I mean, if you want to get down to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, could be.
Well, the jump that was made in the feature would have been made in the heat.
And I think both of them, I really truthfully think that one team I know would have been good with that.
Yes.
I mean, they
100%.
flat out told me. I'm going to guess probably what anybody was asking. I don't know who asked, but I'm going to guess it was EPR calling out Misco Cranes.
Yeah.
Ryan Davis is who asked. the
Okay.
question.
So, and I know there were some compact call outs too. I think Clayton for Missouri Engineering, they called somebody out and they didn't take it. Any call out that was made, nobody accepted. We've talked about that.
Man, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm gonna catch some shit
We
on
got
that.
called twats. Thanks, Logan. You sent the fucking wind home with me, you dick.
Steven, Tony Miller wants to know if you poured piss in your cup.
Oh man, he is that's. It's nice to see you, Tony. Miss you, buddy.
We talk good shit about you, and then you're drinking
Look at
piss.
it. Yeah. Okay.
Kind of does look like urine. Some
That's
shit
because
floating
it
in.
is. It's delicious. It's sterile, and I like the taste.
Anthony Wallace said it was a pleasure meeting you this weekend. Enjoyed the conversation.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
And Ryan Davis said they didn't want any from Clayton.
Well, if anybody watched the live stream, if you were there or watched the live stream, Clayton died Friday.
Twice?
No, he just died once on Friday.
Well, it looked like his car was still ready.
It was
To fucking eat.
He what do you tell me? Axle cups
Ah,
Saturday night on the feature, but he tried the law of physics. When you got a car nosed up onto the wall, well, Clinton backed up to the other wall, and I kind of watched the guy's car like fold in the middle.
hey, see, now you guys can see his hand signals.
Yeah.
You see that shit?
See it?
I get to watch
Fold
this
it.
shit all the time. And he does this to me. He's like, man, it was like this. And I'm like, what the fuck you doing over here? You dancing?
If anybody's ever saw me at a racetrack, that's how you talk. I mean, when the car gets in here, I mean, are you feeling it rotate over? I mean, that.
You remind me of that surfer that went viral when he was talking about catching waves and shit. Nobody knew what the fuck he was talking about.
Spring X, guys.
Whoever is liking the shit out of this, please keep doing that because that jumps us up on everybody else's
Yes.
stage.
Spring X was this weekend. PJ broke the internet about a week or a week and a half ago. What he was taking, he was going to take a 66.
PT Cruiser.
Adam took a 98-02. Craig and a caddy, AB Alan Brown in the Stewie that he's been wanting to get back into forever.
The fucking hard ass to it.
It was fucking
Wow.
nasty. It was nasty.
Had he not put a window in that motor,
He put a pretty good sized window in that motor, bigger than that all floating around in your beer.
I know, I'm just saying, if he hadn't have done that, he was about to feed that whole motherfucker.
Yes. Yeah, he was all the way up in Ryan Durham's package tray.
Yeah, but he was going to do it again some more.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That is what is so cool, and it was normal. Shitload of cars on the track for the features. Certain teams went to this end, certain teams went to that end. Mr. Ryan Schaffner came down to play a little probably sooner than he was anticipating he was going to. And sorry, Ryan, but he got fucked all the way up. Mr. PJ and Allen. And then the game.
He couldn't have been in a worse fucking spot, honestly.
Up against that wall.
Yeah.
But we're, you
What did I
said
tell
I
you?
would want to be on the long side against the wall. They put him on that
Yeah.
wall, and they were actually moving the concrete barriers when they were hitting him. But give it up all the fucking way up to the Godfather, 200, Mr. Craig Lemonadger.
Now, that might not have been his last ride.
Shit! I can't say it. I can't say the plan. I did get off the phone with PJ earlier today and talked about a few things. And what I want to tell you, I'm going to go ahead and just throw this up here, guys. What I want to tell you, y'all can't read this.
Don't let them zoom in on that shit.
They can't see that shit. So, I want to tell you about as much as Spring X 2025 as this little list here in my hand. But I can't.
Dustin's gonna shoot you via Facebook Live.
Nobody can see that
Oh.
at all. EPR.
So PJ has to give it up to me because he sent me a picture of his car after the heat.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, a little bit of sheet metal work, good to go.
Yeah.
I said, next picture I get of that motherfucker better be with a trophy on it. Guess what the next picture was?
That's right. That is right. We had talked why Adam was taking a 9802. I'll tell you why. Anybody who goes and reads the rules for that show, in 03 and newer, you get a lot shorter bumper bracket than you do in 9802. 9802 had a bumper bracket on it that went pretty much to about the middle of the spring pockets.
Well, if you cut them off like Court does,
You can get them all the way to the fucking firewall.
no, they just connect to the hump plates at that point.
So like I said, there was some rules and stuff in there that kind of catered to one a little bit more than the other.
Speaking of rules, we'll touch on this more, but I want to bring it up, get it floating around in your head. The scrutiny that Blizzard Bash is catching. That's what the fuck. They want us to talk about this shit. I didn't say we had to talk about it right now. I'm just saying they have taken a light weld class, turned it into a mod class without spindles.
Yes. There's
That's IMO.
yes, there's a lot of kind of some guys I talked to this weekend. There was some that are happy on that side, and then there's some that are not happy at all on that
Well,
side.
I heard the only person that was bitching about it was Teddy Papadopoulos.
I don't think he's the only one.
That's what I heard. He's the only fucking driver in the world, Craig.
Top flight security of the world. Abe, it was good seeing you too, buddy.
All right, I'm going to back up just a hair. You had a couple things come through. Lane Baker said he's going to watch the hand signals at Salisbury. You're going to be directing an airplane. Justin Broadhead asked what you said about Wasatch.
About Osage.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
We don't think we're going to make it out there unless we hit the lottery between now and then.
Yes. They're.
It's the funds, boys. It's the funds.
Yes. Yeah.
Cy said that he was told Derek looks like Kyle Harvey.
Ouch.
Kyle Harvey.
That's inappropriate.
Can I have Kyle's
Flag that
checkbook?
comment.
Can I have Kyle's checkbook?
Flag that fucking comment and get him booted.
Dustin White asked if either of you are going to be sitting behind the wheel this season.
Oh, I will be. I'm going to Bristol, baby.
I might have something in the works. I haven't solidified it yet, but I might have a little something in the works.
He's running a compact.
Negative. I'm not claiming.
Oh,
I'm not
here's
gonna die.
Here's the guy that defends him. I get it.
His son is trying to get him to drive a van with him.
Yeah, that's out. That's out. I ain't
Avery
dying.
said it was good seeing you this weekend, and he would like a shirt if possible. Avery, if you participate here in just a little bit, you might be able to win one.
If not, get a hold of Triple B's Tees, and they will hook you all the way up.
More. Okay.
Can't more.
Derek, you guys need to scoot a little bit closer. Like, act like you would like each other or something. You keep moving too much, and you're going off the camera.
I'm going off the camera.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Callie Ann said she heard that Steven's running a compact this year. I thought that secret wasn't out yet.
That is completely fucking wrong. And you are misinformed.
Sorry, Callie. I don't know. It was there. Will offered it to you in Colorado to run a fucking Camaro.
No comment.
Clayton Fernandez says the hand signals in Salisbury are going to be when he's driving Brady Smith through the block.
Oh, God.
You know, that's fine, but he might be driving you through your trailer out in the pits afterwards. I've seen Brady riled up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But there's no questions coming in right now. Spring X, I'm going to give it up to Taylor, Josh Lar, CJ Barnes, Avery Hunault, and the rest of the guys that Slim.
Oh, fuck. Avery was just sitting on CJ's coattail.
That he was not. He was
Oh,
working.
bullshit.
Nope, he was working like a bastard.
Well, I'm not saying he wasn't working, but
Killer show, everything. One of our listeners who's listened for a long time, Mr. Walker McCreary, over from Indiana.
Yeah.
They were running the 2-man stock feature, him and his old man. His old man, I don't know what happened, over-revved or what, and the transmission exploded.
oof.
It got him pretty good. I did talk to Walker. Give it up, you know, think about his dad. I know he was in the ambulance. I think he got a pretty bad one on the elbow. Probably had to have a lot of stitches. I think it got him in the hip a little bit. But he walked, you know, he got out of the car.
Not me. I would have fucking curled up. Like,
Curled up in a ball.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, cut me out of this bitch.
But no,
Give me some morphine.
we don't want to see anybody hurt, even in this sport of everybody trying to destroy each other. But you don't want to see anybody hurt like that.
No, if we're watching people get hurt, we're watching UFC.
Yes. Yes.
Or hopefully Tyson beating the fuck out of...
Jake Paul.
yeah.
But,
We covered all people.
yes. So, guys, saying your prayers at night, just think about anybody who is going to be missing some work time and all that good stuff. So,
And that's what I hate about it. Like, you know, with this sport comes injury.
mm-hmm.
Whether you're sore, beat, bruised, cut up, it's always a risk you take every time you strap in one of these cars.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But we pray for his... What are you giggling about? Let's hear about
Oh, Jeremy Petty says that he's going to be hitting up Broadhead decals for a couple walking pancakes for their 130 in August.
that. Oh,
And
I'm going to have to trademark that shit. I ain't joking.
Henry Ray asked if it was going to be Team Mini Imps to Bristol.
Hey, shut up. Nobody knows about that yet.
Nathaniel Robbins asked if minivans should be allowed in the full-size class, in stock full-size class.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, let them in there. It's not like a W body. The only reason I say that is I've watched people dog walk vans with a W body,
Yeah.
as well as dog walk stock cars in the stock class. One nose shot to a van from a full-size car, it's over. You can't put a good enough bumper on one.
Yeah.
You with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll agree with that.
Let them in there.
But I'm going to tell you, until that fucking nose-to-nose shot happens, that van can fuck a big car up for a while.
We'll see. I'd like to see that happen.
But EPR with the win, Spring X.
Well fucking deserved
Oh,
win.
God. Team last minute in the compacts. That's Chad Hurd's team. They went through the long way, through the Consi.
I was going to bring that up. That's not something you see every day.
No, hell no. It was that little fluke shit, I think, in the heat is what caused that issue. And they had to come a long way, and they pulled it off. One thing I am going to say, there was a lot more action on one end of the track than the other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you have some
Seas
guys
parted.
correct, and then on the one end of the track, they were fucking getting with it, junking cars. And then this end down here, that was kind of more lovey-dovey, rub and paint, little shit.
Well, see, in between spraying, I had this actually on my iPad in my sprayer, Spring X. Well, I wanted to fucking be there. So in between trying to, so there's no telling what I killed. Waterways, fucking road ditches, whatever. What?
Y'all see what the fuck I deal with?
We have another
Hey.
question.
Uh-oh.
Whenever I come to you and was like, hey, I want to do a podcast, you said yes, motherfucker.
I did. Yes, I did. I'm here on my own recognizance.
All right, what's that question?
Brandon Duncan, it's kind of a two-part question now. He said, how do you guys pull in people that are interested but have never actually done it? Or what's your advice to people wanting to get into besides be willing to spend a lot of money and experience a lot of heartache?
Well, honestly,
The very first spot. You gotta be willing to spend some fucking money.
but there's entry-level classes.
There is.
There is a spot in this sport for anybody's income, I guess is the way I want to put that.
As long as you have income.
You have to have disposable income to play this game.
Yes.
Cars are not $50 anymore. Cage material is fucking high. But you can still get in a gut and go at a reasonable price.
Correct. She just kind of, Kelly clicked on there, and I know Dylan of Chaos Motorsports, he posts a lot of stuff where cars are really cheap. And I mean really cheap. We're talking fucking Camrys and W bodies and anything that they find, they put that out there for you as a driver instead of that fucker going to the crusher.
Right.
You know, it might be the last leg, but they have stuff up in Minnesota where you can get in a car really, really cheap.
Well, and that
Especially
shit's
on the
around
regular
here.
side.
That is. Words of the wise is don't try to buy stuff off a derby person. I mean, all bullshit aside, you know just as well as I do. They know what they've got, in lack of a better term.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I've got.
You've got a couple listeners that are chiming in some answers as well. Kelly Ann has fantastic answers for those questions. That's what Chaos is all about. Dustin White said to start with gut and goes. It's addicting, and I was also going to say, I mean, look at our son.
There's two people in this world, in my opinion. Once you get in it, you're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. There's no
Bullshit, because I love and hate it.
You love to hate it.
But yes,
There's that
100%.
But look at Keaton Snar. He run top 5 in a youth class at Spring X. Never
Mad
been in a
Dog.
car.
Mad Dog.
Got the fucking Mad Dog, just like his dad. Got a brand new set of Petke belt headers and a trip to Frankie Guy Youth Nationals, along with Tyler Williams and along with the Ray Boy that is got some relation to the Settlers.
Right.
Tyler's been, I don't know if Tyler, these kids look like they've been in a car for years. And I know Keaton hasn't. Keaton's, guys, I don't even know if I'm supposed to tell you this. Keaton's fucking 10. And I think it was 11 to 15. And he did that as a 10-year-old. He is so hooked.
Yeah, but he reads at like a 14-year-old level.
That's all that matters.
His dad doesn't. His dad chews on crayons, but
He's so dick punching you.
Stir and Dirt Racing has commented and said, hello, boys. Your team did fantastic last night in Utah.
we haven't even
Yes,
got to that yet.
yes, they did, but we haven't even got to that one there yet, Mr. Johnny.
Harry Shirley have to have unlimited income to really compete. $1,000 for a clean, square W body.
Nah, if you buy from a derby guy, You got to go find the ones that are parked at the 75-year-old woman's house that the starter went out of, and they parked it and bought another one.
I just read a comment.
What is it?
I'm gonna let her say the comment. I'm not going to. Mr. Cactus Miller.
I'm getting there. Clayton Ransom wants to know if you guys are still planning on going to Heber, even if you don't bring a car.
Heber is probably not going to happen for us this year. With South Dakota and now Bristol, we just don't have the funds to catch those flights.
No, I mean, we kind of rough estimated it. You're looking at about $5,000 worth of just travel expense. That's not counting T&E when you get there.
Yes. Yeah.
TNA. Or T&E. It's T&E.
TNE, TNA, whatever the fuck.
T&E and then TNA.
We would love to, and like, hell, I think we talked for about a year, and then we got Brad on. Guys that we have met in this sport are going to be running that show. Guys that we have met from this podcast is going to be running that show.
Fuck, I got offered a car to run there. It's not feasible
Correct.
at this time with everything else we've got going on.
Yep.
Especially since I've already dropped $1,000 getting ready for Bristol.
Yeah.
And I haven't bought a car yet.
I told you, trade material.
Back up just a hair. Callie says that the MWFA is a really good entry-level build for anything as well.
Yes.
It is. It is. Especially if you've got the car.
Or your grandma's got the car, your
Right.
fucking blind aunt's got the car.
Yes.
Because you can run anything.
Because that's where these cars start. It's the people that, the fucking fuel pump went out of their Crown Vic.
Mm-hmm.
They parked the fucking thing because it wasn't worth the money to take to the shop and get the fuel pump put in it. You look at a $600 bill to get a fuel pump put in it. Well, they went and bought another $1,700 car.
Yeah.
So it's parked in the driveway. The city's wanting to give them a ticket on it for sitting there with no license on it. You slide in, offer them $300 to $500 for it. Put a fuel cell in the bitch. Drop your small block Chevy in it. See what I said there? You should be proud of me.
But you can't with MWFA class.
Right.
That's
Well, you put a
my-
fuel pump in the
that-
motherfucker then.
And then you just fucking send it.
Yep.
You put your little 3-point floating cage in it and a cell and roll on.
You go cut your kid's swing set up and you go run that shit.
We're not doing no. We're not.
Morris
No
is gonna be
trampoline
pissed.
shit. No.
Morris's trampoline just got shorter.
Cactus says this is off topic, but does Derek have to carry a CDL to drive Steven around?
That was offensive. Flag that fucking comment.
Brandon Duncan, first he said that you're hilarious, and then he said, so you're saying finding a car is like finding land to hunt.
No, it is not that hard, I promise you. I've been trying to look for land to hunt for 5 years. And I can find you 500 cars before I can find you 5 acres to hunt. I guarantee it.
The big deal is go grab a buddy, a case of beer on a Sunday, and start hitting them back roads.
Driving down the back road.
Now, cash for clunkers and $300 a ton scrap metal really fucked with the derby world.
Yes, it did.
But they're still out there. There was farmers that didn't want people on their fucking ground and shit like that. Now they're wanting these cars pulled out of fence rows because they're going to clear trees and
Yeah.
all this shit. So they're out there.
Let's see. Micah White is gonna get his comment flagged as well.
Something about a fucking
Mike,
hot
you
dog.
keep them fucking
He
hot
wants
dogs,
to know
bro.
if you have any hot dogs.
We do not.
I almost put one in my pocket. Just to fuck with everybody. Pull that shit right out of my pocket.
Hold on, what? No.
Corey Luddington says, bring me 500 cars, I got the land covered.
C-Lud, you've got 500 cars.
Harry says $300 a ton scrappers. You're welcome. Team Hard Nose, hell yeah, that's from Justin O'Brien.
So let's hit on that.
Yes, let's get in. Let's dive into that.
Hurricane Utah, Stern Dirt Racing was yesterday. Their live feed for that show got fucked up by internet access.
We've seen it before.
Yes, I think what has happened is I think they recorded. So Full Contact Derby TV.
Yes, it's going to be on YouTube.
It's going to get it launched. You just couldn't watch it there.
Or
they did everything they could.
If you've got Casey Johnson
You can watch his in-car.
live.
You can watch his fucking in-car.
I was on the test, and he's like, I don't know if this shit's going to work, but we're going to try it.
Everybody knows that we sponsored Casey Johnson and Marty Million. Casey was shitting fucking razor blades for the last month. So afraid
Oh, yeah, he
was
just
going
kept-
to let us down.
Well, yeah, and I'm like, dude, I don't give two fucks. I mean, for fuck's sakes, we put decals on Austin Schaefer's car. I'm going to catch some shit over that one.
Promise. Fucking promise.
But he paid off, too.
Yes, it did. 218,000 views because he was a complete fucking idiot.
Well,
But it
everybody.
works.
Well, I've read back through those comments, and people are like, "Why would you do that?" Motherfucker didn't have reverse. It was time to go forward.
That was right. He just found that poor fucker at the other end of it. That we've hit on the driver's list that was at
Hurricane.
Destruction at Hurricane,
Fuck.
and it was fucking crazy. You got Dave and Rowdy Burns. You had Casey Seeloff and Sam Bando. You had Marty and Casey. And that list just kind of keeps going. You have some Lasby guys, kids up there.
So I get up this morning, and I've got message after message after message. You know, Team Hard Nose, and I'm like, never doubted him for a minute.
What was so kicking ass?
I promise you, we had more confidence in them winning that than they did. 100 fucking percent. But I seen Casey's build and Marty's build whenever we were in Utah at Salt Lake City. And I told them both, I was like, you guys are here. Like, it's not if, it's when. And motherfuck, I'm glad we had the name on the side of that car when they did it.
And what kicked ass, it came down to Casey and Marty.
Both them shit still running.
Laugh, Toaster
Toaster
Bad,
bad.
and the Burns boys. Talked to Marty this morning. He had a catastrophic fucking situation right before they left. Marty runs Mopars.
Haha.
Broke the block at Day of Reckoning last year and didn't realize it until he put it in the car, had it running, oil going everywhere, water going everywhere. So he had a buddy, he put some Chevrolet power in it, little 383, and he said he absolutely loved it.
Easy.
He said that bitch will rip when all 8 cylinders are on. Casey and Marty were both running at the end.
Which is also something you don't see
correct.
every day. But did you see Marty's wagon?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, he Snapchatted me. He goes, man, I didn't think a car was gonna be.
I told him it was gonna be good.
Well, I told him, I was like, what you just put together is salty as a motherfucker.
Justin O'Brien said that Marty's car was sick last night.
Yes. Marty and I talked while we were in Nebraska because Marty and J-Dub were there helping court.
You know, Marty is somebody you can definitely look up to.
Yeah, like fucking look up to.
Literally.
And he said, man, he wanted me to actually ask the question on an episode. He had one plate left that he could put on. And hold up. He had one plate left to put on. And he said, why don't you guys do a poll of where I should put it? We talked. I think he put it where we had talked he put it. Just kind of a given factor, and they did a little bit of stuff with the roof where it didn't go all janky legged and all that neat shit. And it came down to him and Casey still both running, Rowdy Burns, Sam Bando. Marty said,
which honestly is kind of where I thought that was going to land.
yeah, I truthfully thought the last 6 cars running were going to be both Burns, Live Laugh Toaster Bath, and Hard Nose.
Well,
That's
and
who I
I
thought
thought
would be
Lizzieby might be in there.
Oh,
Just because, did you see their cars?
caddies.
They fucking look good. Too.
Yeah, I think I was thinking he said there was 18 or 20 caddies out of the 26 teams.
You get out that way, there's a lot of them fuckers.
Yeah.
That and suicides.
Yep. But that show we were going, other than the highlights that we have seen and the Snapchats that we got at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning on our side when it was
Justin and Chunk, they were like, man, we're sorry for messing you know. I'm like, nope, hey, no, fuck no, do that. I was up riding side by sides anyway.
she got up.
Steven called me, but I wasn't
She was
able
like-
to answer it.
Babe, Steven called at 1 in the morning. I said, because I guarantee you got the same messages that I got. And she said, what messages? I said, Hard Nose Derby podcast one last night.
Yeah.
She's like, no shit. I was like, yeah, no shit. Yeah, so.
And Nathan Broadhead said that Casey and Marty killed at smart driving and hard hitting. Tommy Stark's here for the free shit, so we're gonna discuss that here in just a little bit. And PJ asked if Steven waxed Derek's head today because it's awful shiny.
It's awful fucking shiny because I got either, there, P. Seeing that, bro?
PJ also said that you guys suck, but I wasn't gonna say that.
Actually, if you want to know, if you've ever watched that scary movie about the dude that was based in the turkey, that's actually what I did to his head before we started this podcast.
With the good hand?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, my strong hand.
And Jake Schaefer said congratulations on 100 episodes. It was pretty cool.
Thanks, Jake. I'm ready for Smokey because I want to go catch that little fucker this summer too. So let's head on it. We have 2 kick-ass sponsors.
Yes, and we have 2 bad motherfucking giveaways. Actually, 5 of them shits.
Technically 6.
Technically 6. So
True that.
what we're gonna do on the first one? Got to be a derby driver.
Yes.
I didn't tell you that part. Got to be a derby driver. Anybody who listens knows a code. So what you have to do when I say go, you have to message Justin Broadhead at Broadhead Decals.
Not his personal
Not his
page.
personal page, Broadhead Decals on the messenger. If you are the first person to give him our discount code that you only have from listening, you are going to get a brand new set of 48-inch door wraps.
But you can't do it until we tell you
Until
to.
we tell you to. So you got to hang out just a moment. Then we're going to have some more stuff for some shirts. And
5 of them shits.
Yes, 5-pack. So we can either do 1 person and 5 shirts, or 5 separate shirts.
Or 2 people and 2.5 shirts.
You get the belly shirt.
I want the fucking top half.
And it doesn't have to be our shirts, guys. It doesn't have to be.
I mean, it's going to say Hard Nose on it.
Yeah, on one side, but it could have some.
They can have your design on the back.
Yes. Even whatever. These 2 guys who have the same last name, they are related. Their designs are fucking crazy. Crazy. Like this one right
Look
here.
at this shit.
Yeah. And we're going to fill you all in. See these? These are sublimated. So what that means is that that's not a sticker. It's actually cooked into the cup. It's a special sublimation cup.
I I thought you weren't supposed to heat those up. No, I'm just fucking with you.
Well, as said person's thumb, she decided to try to catch it as it was falling and stuck her thumb on the cup out of a 400-degree oven. She
So
lost.
that one actually comes with the ability to steal her identity. Or at least unlock her fucking thumb.
But the secret is, I don't remember which one it was. So good luck. We have a couple of comments to catch up on. Kelly Ann wants to have the first crop top hard nose shirt. So even if she doesn't win tonight's drawing or whatever you want to call it, we might be able to hook a girl up.
Yeah, but she can't have the first crop top because I already have one.
Oh, well, that's true.
Remember those first shirts we got made?
Brandon Duncan says, I'm a novice, but is there an entry-level amount of money that guarantees some level of success, or are there teams that consistently do more with less?
Oh,
That's a
man,
good
that is a
question.
hell of a question right there. And you don't know Brandon. He's actually local.
Yeah, Brandon.
You know Brandon?
Yeah.
He,
Motherfucking good cook, too. Don't think he ain't.
that ain't no shit right there. Oh, yeah, I guess you
He
were
can sing a little bit, too.
Yeah. No, the motherfucker can sing. No, he, that's a hell of a question. I honestly,
It depends on what you want to start off in, Brandon. I mean, if you want to start off in a gut and go,
well, not even that, honestly. It depends on how good of a fabricator you are.
it is.
Because that's honestly where your budget's going. Because the car is the initial shock. What you can build in the shop after that is that's where your money's at. Because if you can build your pedal setup, you can get in it for half the money.
But then now you're talking about what class though. That's the issue. I mean, if you got your heart set content on running a stock class or something like that, that's going to be a different amount than gut and go.
Well, 100%.
You can spend $500-600 on a minivan, strip it out. You have no money in that. That's just your time.
Holler at some buddies that's got a scrap pile out back of their
Yep.
shop.
Put you a little cage in it. Move your batteries to the inside.
Throw the tank in the back seat.
Yep.
And I mean, you're talking
Send
$800 to $1,000.
Yep.
You can be in a gut and go.
Oh yeah, really easy.
Competitive gut and go.
Your class, you can find the stock 350s for $500-600.
Yeah, but I know what I got in my bullshit.
Yeah.
My bullshit stock setup, I've got $6,000 in that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. The shit adds up fast, but
And I built a lot of my own bullshit.
it just is just depicting on what you're willing to, how high you're wanting to go with it.
And honestly, the money factor, I'm gonna catch some bullshit over this too, does not necessarily factor in your budget on how competitive you are.
I spoke with Rob Hewer this weekend. Just me and Rob. We were talking about a few things and
What time?
daylight.
Okay, you're good.
Daylight. In my opinion,
Because I've got advice from Rob before. Daytime advice is different than
primetime advice.
prime time at prime time.
Yes. You look at Rob Hewer, who runs national level shows, and he will tell you what he's got in those cars. Not counting the purchasing of the car, but the motor, transmission, drive shaft, rear end. Important shit. He doesn't have near as much as what everybody else has in it.
I can show you one motor, and he's still got it. It's in his fucking shop. That was pulled out of a fucking van, freshened up, little bit of goodies thrown at it, and it has won him lots of monies.
Yep. PJ Snarl will tell you he's got a 355 that has won him in Mad Dog shows, that has won him a shitload of money.
No, let's say it what it really is. It's a wore out 350.
No, it's a straight up 355, motherfucker.
I have a little bit of news to throw in here for you guys. So I am actually messaging the Broadhead brothers to make
Okay.
sure they're ready for what we're about to do. And I asked Nathan if he was wanting to do 1 5-pack of shirts or 5 separate shirts.
Mhm.
He said he has decided he actually wants to do 2 5-packs of shirts.
Okay.
And we also got a comment from Cy Fields, and he says to have you guys pick a random follower, and he will build them a 3-switch box.
I kind of figured that was coming. I didn't know that for a fact. That would be Cy Fields with F&A switch boxes.
So just a little bit more news there on the giveaways whenever we're ready to do
Holy
that.
shit.
Oh, okay, hold on. So somebody is here for some free shit.
Mm-hmm.
Justin at Broadhead Decals. I said it again, Messenger, Broadhead Decals.
Hit him up right now.
Right
Now.
Go. And then he's going to let us know who the first
Who it is.
person is.
But like I said, you've got to have the code.
And while we are waiting for him to message us and let us know who that first person is, Dean, and I'm not sure if it's Lorder, you know how I'm horrible with names, but Steven, he wants to know where your Canadian whiskey is.
Hey, buddy, that was almost a year ago now. I don't have any left.
Dude, he's a fucking lush.
No, Dean knows because that's my Canadian buddy that I went and partied with at the Gamaico.
He's the one who gave you the Canadian whiskey to take
He's the
home with
one
you.
that got me completely fucking shit-hammered. 3 o'clock in the morning.
I don't know where those fireworks just came from, but that was cool.
Somebody just paid us.
That is cool. Dustin, that is out, buddy. That is not what kind of live this is, Dustin. Sorry.
But Dean, he is actually one of my Canadian buddies that I partied with at the Gamaico training school. He's got some buddies that we are eventually going to get on the podcast.
There's between that Canadian Derby
Yes,
and the
sir.
US Derby.
Yes, sir. Tell him that he can ship Canadian whiskey through U.S. Postal Service.
The Stern Dirt Show. Congratulations, Casey and Marty.
Fucking A, boys. Fucking A, bud.
Casey Seeloff and Sam Bando second. Dave and Roddy Burns third. I believe on the mini side, they had 16 or 18 of those.
I got a message.
Cody Carroll.
I got a message from Brody Million.
Ah.
He said, "What'd you think about that?"
Cody Carroll. He brought home the win. I believe little brother Boston got third, and I believe the Mad Dog as well. So give it up to those Utah guys. They come to fucking play. Just plain and simple.
Hey guys, if we can get 45 viewers on this live, which
You're gonna show them
means
something?
we need you all to help us do that, we'll give away that switch box.
Zach Schaefer says, hey, from Salem, Missouri.
Aha! What's going on, buddy?
All right, so we have some winners for the door wraps.
Winners.
Justin said that he cannot let Nathan one-up him, so. So the winners of the door wraps are going to be Brody Million and Lance Richens.
Congratulations!
Kick ass. Kick ass. So all you guys got to do is get a hold of Justin.
Which it sounds like you've already done.
Yes. Get with his what you want for a design and all that stuff, and he will get that shit sent out to you.
And thank you so much, Justin, for doing that.
Yes. Little Brody. Hey, Brody, I'm
Just
going to
know
tell you.
there better be a walking pancake on each one of them shits.
And one of these on there. So Justin will do what I guess he did to Dad.
Yeah.
Just put your number on it. But you have to promise that you're going to have a youth car at Salt Lake City, Stern Dirt, Utah State Fair Show.
Yeah, because we've got some shit in the works for all that. I also, which we can make it public knowledge now. Our California friends that made it to the Youth Nationals, I went ahead and told them I'd buy them their door wraps.
Because somebody else from New York, once I posted the picture of Caitlin after she won, somebody from New York said they're going to cover her door wraps and roof signs as well.
Yeah. Her mom, Leanne, messaged me and she was like, "Are you still?" I was like, "Of course." I can tell you, we've got more going out than we've got coming in.
So, how about a shirt package?
Make it happen.
So Nathan's ready. Package number one. Triple B's Tees. You got to hit him on Messenger. First person to give him the
Discount code.
Now.
And Cameron Wilson is on here and said that she will be stoked.
I am actually going to take a little initiative on that one and help Justin personally design those door wraps. I just need her paint scheme.
And Cy Field has told Cameron to hit him up and he will build her switch box.
Which I had already told her that. I just didn't tell Cy yet.
And Steven, Austin Lindsay wants to know how good the compact heats were.
I was actually busy during the compacts. I was sticking my wiener in a meat grinder. I actually showed up whenever they started the big cars again.
Austin, I'm sorry. Austin and I have talked a little bit over the winter, and we had plans to be at Griggsville. Griggsville is next weekend as well for the first stop of the Southern Number 9 tour. With the crashing for Skinny, that changed our plans a little bit. So we're going to Ottawa, Kansas next Saturday. We're going to hang out with Skinny. We're going to hang out with some watch a Killer Derby for a very good purpose. Hang out with some Track Shot Live guys. I talked to Mr. Anthony Wallace yesterday of Cannonball Derby Parts.
Whether they want it or not, I will be all up in that live. I don't care if I got to crawl over the back of their sign.
I believe Anthony's going to be there, Uncle Bill, Decker, and Tix.
I guarantee you I can find something to talk about with Decker. You want to bet?
Oh, yeah. Well, he kind of likes that Mopar shit, too. God damn it.
We have a winner for the first 5-pack of shirts, and then I've got a few comments to catch you guys up on.
Okay.
So the winner of the first 5-pack of shirts is Chance Ogden.
Oh!
He's been busting my balls. Man, I need a shirt. And motherfucker just hit it.
You got 5 of them.
Casey Johnson said this is not fair because he's driving.
Actually, he was excluded.
You got your own shirts, you dick.
He was excluded from this anyway. Because I get to give away the second set of 5.
Yes.
I get to make the steps on that.
So, Casey, you better be getting to a stopping spot. Hold the fuck over.
Gunnar Turner says Fernandez sandbagged.
Fernandez can't spell sandbag.
Was that a compact heat?
Yes, it was.
No, I wasn't there.
Chance said thanks. Absolutely, and thank you, Nathan, for donating those. Harley Miller says, Steven, if you shotgun a cold Miller Lite, he'll go for the Mad Dog at Griggsville.
You give me 2 shakes of a stick, buddy.
There goes the chew.
Give me that pen.
Nathaniel Robbins said, if I
Hold up.
hand you
Here
some
it goes. Oh.
Don't ruin the shirt, man.
Mad Dog coming on, Mr. Harley.
Wow. If you don't hit that Mad Dog, then
It's fucking bad.
oh yeah.
And Nathaniel Robbins said, if I
We're gonna get
hand
kicked off
you
this live feed.
some pancakes at Day of Reckoning, will you eat one with me and sign the other?
I will not eat it, but I will go
walking
ahead and
pancake?
pocket that bitch.
Ryan Davis says it's going to be a rough 3 weeks for the pocketbook, Spring X, then Griggsville, and finally RCR.
I spoke with Toast yesterday as well.
Another good set of fucking dudes.
Fuck yes.
Oh, there's that shotgun beer.
River City Rampage will actually start May 3rd. I believe it's around 6 o'clock on Friday. You'll be able to catch that on DerbyNation.tv. And then they're going to start consies early in the day on Saturday, I believe, and then just rip through everything. I don't think he has a time restraint where he's at. And Henry, it's pretty open. But when
You know, that's usually a badass show, and I've never got to make it to that
I
son of a
know,
bitch.
I know. I do know Cordell Hansen signed up.
Well, I know our dumbasses had a show that same weekend.
Yes. Gage Sumner signed up. PJ Snarr signed up. Phil Schnarr signed up. Plus,
I wonder if Gage will have a good set of 4-in-1s.
probably not.
What?
He's got a good set of 4 and
They're 4-in-1s.
yeah, they are. Yeah. And last year I think Cordell had the same set of 4-in-1s as well.
Last year when they run RCR, I don't know that they got any sleep.
No.
Not from the Snapchats I got.
No.
But they had Mr. Hogg Inc. there helping them.
And Mr. Mason.
All right, we have another request.
If it's shotgun and a beer, I'm out. I'm just joking.
Because of Brett White, Derek is going to shotgun a beer now.
The fuck?
Look, I didn't even give him an option, Brett. I just told him he's doing it.
I'm going to try to do this a little bit,
Nah, fuck it.
Not
Just
wearing
stab that
yours?
shit.
not as fucked up as Steven did.
Ah, fuck. I'm just giving the fans what they wanted. Where are we at follower-wise?
We have 33 people watching right now.
Give me 5 more, and I'll give away a Switch box.
Share, you guys. Share so we can get 5. Oh, we're at 35.
Oh, come on.
When we get up there, he's going to give away that Switch box. From
So was this
Sky.
something about the fucking bottles the last time?
Uh-huh.
Or what? Son of a bitch.
There we go.
Hold up.
Hurry up. He's making love to that can. There you go, guys. See, we can both drink beers quick.
That was a Miller, wasn't it? God damn it.
There's no way you tasted the fucking thing.
Callie says, bless the boss lady for keeping these men in line. As you can see, I don't really keep them in line.
Sometimes she fucking antagonizes it. We have another killer other than the Crashing for Skinny. We've got a team show right down the road that is going to be, in the words of Steven, motherfucking nasty.
And Derek has no clue what's going on there yet because I've been doing all the negotiation on that deal.
Well, I think I have. I just got informed of it today while some dudes were in my driveway coming back from Spring X.
Perfect. So you know what's going on.
So he says, hey, are you announcing?
Yes, you
no?
yes, you are.
He says, well, I got told you were. I was like, motherfucker.
You and I are co-announcing that, and we're going live.
Live.
We will also be recording. We got the announcers booth to ourselves.
So that would be May 18th?
Yeah,
So,
it's the weekend after Mother's Day.
Yeah.
May 18th.
Oh, we were at 37 and we dropped down to 34. Where the hell y'all going?
We were at 37.
Yeah, we.
Oh,
now
that was
we're at
where I needed to be.
Now we're at 31. You guys, what's the matter? Cameron Wilson said you guys are pros at your beer shop.
Lots of practice, buddy. You were here, you know. He brought me all those mini Modelos.
Yes.
You shotgun one of those, it'll go real quick.
Salisbury. Showtime officials.
Yep. Still would not want to be taking that fucking show.
Two-man hot stock heat and
Look at the
three-man
balloons.
compact heat.
That was pretty.
Ooh, balloons.
Did you say something about compacts?
Chance Ogden wants to know if you guys have decided about Heber or not.
Chance, you send me the money to fly out there and I'll be there. I'll put my cash tag up right after this. At Hard Nose Derby Podcast.
Brandon Duncan has another good question. How do you get kids involved and when?
Power wheels.
Power Wheels. We start them young.
3 to 7, I
But-
believe, is the power wheels.
Well,
After
and
that, he said, working on shit boxes with dad is a great life lesson.
he knows all about that. He had a Mustang laying around for a long time. Power Wheels. Power Wheels, Power Wheels,
Yes,
Power
sir.
Wheels.
And getting the kids in the shop. Even if they're too old for power wheels, if they're the 8, 9, 10, I promise you, Keaton Schnarr is in that shop with his dad.
Well, I can tell you what I did to my son. It was time to strip my car out. And I told him, I was like, hey, buddy, I need your help this weekend. And he looked at me, he's like, what am I going to do? I was like, whatever the fuck you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I just want you to go with me. He's like, oh. So I was like, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yep.
Car's junk.
Yep.
So I had him, pulling bolts out, taking roof signs off, wheels and tires. He unbolted the rear end. And after we got home, like, he was kind of hesitant at first. We get home and he's like, man, I'm glad you made me do that.
Mm-hmm. Get him in the shop, man. Just get him in the shop with you.
Throw tools at him.
Fucking A, let him turn some. Yeah, he's not going to hurt nothing. So just let him get after it. Let him knock
It's a
fucking
derby car.
windshield
What are they
out.
going to do? What are they going to do? Scratch it?
Oh, yeah, fuck that.
So Nathan Broadhead said we can make that happen, and I think he was talking about
A crop top?
funds to Heber, and
Oh, shit. You guys.
Ryan and Amanda Melton Simpson said Heber will be the best show of the year,
That's Mr. Ryan Simpson
and
of Destructive Behavior.
Nathan said we need to get these guys there. Nathaniel Robbins, what gimmick class do you prefer? Examples: realistic, muscle, 2-man. Relic, not realistic. Sorry.
I enjoy the fucking, the hot rod class, is what I
The
call it.
Relic class
Yes.
is what they have at like San Felipe.
Yes, sir.
Where you're getting the muscle cars, the Camaros and the Chevelles.
Somebody pulls out there in a fucking Chevelle. I love that shit. It
Yeah.
makes my dick hard.
68 Chevelle just fucking folded at the fucking foot box.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You see a fucking Challenger out there, and everybody, they're flipping shit. They're like, oh my God, why would they do this? Well, that bitch was rusty as a motherfucker.
And it's hard as fuck to get body pounds for these
Yes.
bitches.
Fuck yes.
I enjoy the 2-man extreme when it's ran correctly.
Yes.
We had talked that first couple of years, it was kind of a fucking cluster mess.
The
it
four-door
was-
Novas, I love seeing them fuckers on the track. The 79 TAs and shit,
Yeah.
I love that. Now, we did get to pushing a little bit on the truck class. I like that farm truck class. You know, the 97 Chevy that you got sitting out back?
Mm-hmm.
Bust the windows out of that bitch, put a tank protector in it, and get stupid
Move
with
the
it.
battery and just...
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Callie Ann suggested if you, at first I thought she was talking about a different kind of stripping, but I think she's talking about, the kids. If you let them keep the change while they're stripping, like helping you strip the cars, that's a good way to get them involved.
I mean, I have seen a video of her trying to pull a door panel off, and she was bouncing on that motherfucker like a trampoline, too.
She weighs 13 pounds,
Almost 6 foot
and
tall.
she's 17 foot tall.
Tony Miller says if you two do a hot oil wrestling match, you could probably make some money and get yourselves out west for that trip.
If he will supply the hot oil,
Oh Lord.
I'll make him do it if you've got the oil. Because if I'm already oiled up, he's got no choice.
Callie says this is not bully Callie time. Kyle James wants to see a Paris, Missouri Derby again.
Oh, stop it.
I'm just throwing this out here, guys. Do you all realize we've kind of talked about the schedule, right? That our schedule is stupid. His work schedule is stupid. So that puts a lot more pressure on me and her to go to these places. So now people are wanting Paris back. One or two. You have kicked around the idea.
I have.
But just throwing us out there, guys.
With
You know how
Hard Nose
that
blowing
is?
up like it is, it's really hard for me to take my attention off of what we've got going on here.
Yep.
I do encourage somebody else
Do it.
if they want to do it, do it. We would be more than glad to be silent partners in that to make it happen.
Uh-oh.
I just saw 39 on this screen. Let's give away a switch box, Steven.
Okay, all right. First person to message F&A Switchbox page, we will give them the Switchbox. And I'm going to let Derek tell them when to go.
3 switch.
The only shitty part about this is my phone is up there. And
I'm going to have Sai message me here.
he wanted off that page. So we're going to have to watch for the notification to pop up there.
Your phone's on Do Not Disturb.
That's going to be an issue. Okay, the first person to message the Hard Nose page.
Or, okay, I was going to say just have a message Sai.
No, the Hard Nose page.
Okay. I got that.
We got 2 phones covering that part.
And I'm going to let Derek tell you when to go. And we're going to get you in contact with Cy Fields, who is the owner and creator of F&A Switchboxes. So you tell them when to go.
Go.
I'm watching messages. And I also need to catch up on some comments here. So,
How long are we doing this?
I don't know. Sai said that he wants to see a youth 2-man extreme show.
Oh, man, we've talked about it.
And that
We
was
have
actually
talked
that
about
was
it.
actually talked about at Spring X. A lot of the guys from Derby Nation, they were like, "Hey, here's the thing. All these kids have got a dad or uncle or whatever brother."
Can you guys excuse me for just 2 seconds?
Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So the very first person to send a message was Cameron Wilson.
Perfect.
Cameron Wilson,
So Cameron and
Caitlin,
both get a Switchbox. I feel like Oprah in this bitch.
make it rain. So
Cameron Wilson was the first one to send a
we'll
message
get you
on
in
chat.
contact with Cy of F&A and get you a switch 3 switch box built and sent your way, sir. Probably get yours and Caitlin's together and just ship them all at once directly to you. What was the other one?
Other what?
Comment?
Oh, we have a few comments to get caught up on here. First of all, after Tony Miller said that he was going to send the hot oil, we had a few people comment and say that they would donate money to not see that happen. So that could be a good possible way to generate some income
Correct.
as well. They're going to donate money so you guys don't hot oil wrestle.
Understand.
That's
Paul,
bullshit.
Paul Arnell has, I guess you would say, donated his services. He said he would be happy to strip at the derbies to generate more payouts.
Little DBR.
Dad bod racing. Actually, if you want to look him up on TikTok, he pretty much does that anyway.
So we do have a few things to hit on.
Chance Ogden says that Steven needs a new job. We are.
Hold on, didn't he the one that told you to get in the van, you fucking pussy?
We are an hour and 20 minutes in. We do still have one more pack of t-shirts to give away, and we have a little bit more to cover here, so.
Okay, you want me to go ahead and give those t-shirts away?
Yep.
Okay.
Another 5-pack, and let me step aside.
All right. The first person to message the Hard Nosed Derby Podcast page and tell us where the walking pancake originated gets the other 5 t-shirts.
And the person who was part of originating it cannot participate.
Sorry, Casey. And go.
I am watching the messenger.
Oh. I'm really, really anxious to see who comes up with that. Because it's been talked about so much.
We have an answer.
Holy shit, already?
We have 2 answers. It depends on, we have 3 answers. Okay, so how detailed do you want their answer to be?
I need to know what show we were at.
Okay, so the first answer we got was just simply Gold Rush. Okay, the second answer we got, I'm not going to tell you who they're from so you can't pick your favorites.
No, that's fine.
The second answer says Mount Rushmore or Gold Rush. And then we have one that says South Dakota. We have one that says Breakfast. We have one that says no clue where it originated, but I bet it was at a derby.
Did you say the first one was Gold Rush? The first comment was
The
Gold
very
Rush?
first
That's the
comment
winner.
That's gotta be it.
was Gold Rush. Okay, so that is Dustin White.
Hold on, wait a second. That fucker was there. That does not count.
Okay, so the second answer.
Dustin, I'll get you a t-shirt, buddy.
So are we letting people win twice?
No.
Chance again?
Uh-huh.
No.
Okay, so the next answer from someone who has not already won was Paul Arnell.
And what did he say?
He said Gold Rush.
No, yeah, he won.
DBR.
Oh, wait. I thought you said there was a breakfast.
That was from a previous winner.
Oh.
So,
I do give...
The first correct answer from someone who has not already won something tonight was from Paul Arnell.
okay.
There's your winner.
I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna throw y'all a curveball.
Are you giving that away? You gonna give that away?
Hold on. This one right here. This is a 40-ounce tumbler.
In lack of a better terms, that's a Stanley Cup.
And a 4-in-1. Hard-sided koozie.
And one of those has my thumbprint on it.
You might as well give that motherfucker away, too.
This one too.
Yeah, fuck it. It's
fatty.
sitting right there.
Okay. So this is actually trivia. And this is actually me. So,
Giving all 3 of these shits
all
away.
3 will be shipped to you if I have to ship. If anybody has paid attention after the first 10 episodes, when we kind of got into how we got started in this nice little sport, what is the very first show?
Hold on. How do you want them to answer?
Hard Nose
Messenger? Okay.
Hard Nose Derby Podcast Messenger.
I get to say go on this one.
Are we going to say that it can't be someone who's already won tonight, or is this free game for anybody?
Free game for anybody.
Okay.
What is the very first Derby show that I ever announced?
Ooh.
And go.
Watching Messenger.
Dudes, the team show, Salisbury is going to be fucking off the hook. We have
Still wouldn't want to take that bitch.
Border Wars coming up. The end of May. And then the very next week is Pecatonica.
Hold on, time out. I need to know the answer to your question.
You know it.
Okay.
Goddamn, I already got one?
Yeah.
Was it right?
The very first answer that came through was not correct.
What was it?
The very first answer that came through was Paris.
Nope. Wrong.
I was a pup when this happened.
No, he was a fucking seasoned vet by the first Paris show.
The second answer was the first correct answer, and that was Shelbina, and that was Dustin White. And he says that he only wants the 40 ounce, so do something else for the other two.
Son of a bitch. Well, I get to get
But
those.
hold
ones.
on.
So this one's Whitey's.
Yes. But hold on. But wait.
But
There's
wait.
more!
But wait.
I gotta look
Here's
at
I'm feeling queasy over here.
clear these messages out.
Guys, Border Wars is coming up as well. We will have Rob Baker on. I have his cell phone number. She's got my phone, so I can't see it. And then we go right into Pecatonica the very next week. Holy shit.
I'm gonna try to make it to Peck. If I don't be mad at me. We are in the height of our working season.
Mm-hmm.
And it is fucking full swing.
Well, something that else we want to hit on.
Still need a teammate. Even though Henry was on there talking crazy, don't need to be telling people what we're thinking here.
This little list that we've got here.
Are we going into that?
A little bit. King of Ohio.
So say they were to have a grudge match.
Yes,
Who would you want to see there?
that's right.
No, you. I'm talking about you.
I can't say that. I can't say because truthfully, what they have planned is who I would pick.
Yeah, but I heard there was a lot of drivers that were offered that.
Yeah.
To turn it
I think
down.
didn't want the smoke.
But you know how I feel about that.
That's right. King of Ohio is July, I believe, 17th and 18th.
I'd like to go out there too.
A lot of the guys that
I want
are
to go to all the derbies.
all of them. A lot of the guys that are charter members, we talked to Jason Dials, that was nothing out of the realm of the knowledge that we have obtained. A lot of this demo shit is starting there. I'll just put that out there.
Which makes sense.
Who do you guys want to see?
Like if you could see any grudge match out there, and I'm talking a 2 or 3 man on the track at one time, grudge match.
Who would you want to see? Would you want to see
Pete Hansen. Let's throw him out there.
Rob Hewer, Jason Brzezinski, Ryan Songalewski,
Chad Markley.
TJ Hildebrand. I mean, the biggest names in our
I
sport.
want to know who you want to see head to fucking head.
Yeah,
Because
wanna see
I
those
know what
guys.
my list would look like.
I want to see those comments.
While we're waiting on people to answer that, I'm going to back up just a little bit. Dustin Woods asked, what's your dream matchup to see in the format picture 3 drivers?
Well, everybody's going to think I'm fucking crazy whenever I say this, and you might even look at me a little weird. I would want Jake Reed out there on that track. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, I'm not going to
Because
say
the
you're wrong.
motherfucker can drive.
Oh,
And I know he's a local boy.
7X better than sex, dog.
I'm just telling you, all I do is win, win, win.
Yes.
Any motherfucker that says that on a live feed,
Yeah.
come on now.
Oh, wait a second. There was a comment on down further, also from Dustin Woods, that said, like, he was correcting himself. I guess he meant pick 3 drivers.
Oh, we knew what he meant.
Okay.
We've talked to him.
Cactus has, he said that the first person to guess closest to Steven's weight should definitely be a question.
Yeah, but who says I'm going to be truthful about that?
Yeah.
I weigh 170 pounds.
So does Cactus.
Oh my goodness.
I will throw him on the track next time I see him.
Kelly Ray. Steven versus Bay Cheese, head to head on roller skates and Speedos. People would pay to not watch that.
First of all, Tiny.
Well, first off, I have weak ankles. So
Bad.
we're going to start there.
I've got some sharp cartilages and some titanium in this motherfucker that says I'm not getting on roller skates. I'm not packing near enough man meat to be in a Speedo. So that is thrown all the fucking way.
I'm stuffing my Speedo.
I'm stuffing it.
I look like fucking Rodzilla over here.
Joshua.
And everybody that knows what I'm talking about, you're a sick fuck.
Joshua Wood. Steven is just smoking a regular cigar. He is not celebrating 420 a day late.
You are correct. It is not. That is some backwoods out of the wrapper. We have not been to a dispensary.
Colton
Yeah.
Wall says PJ and the Imp versus the world. Okay, so we still have 2 cups to give away.
We do.
All right, fuck it. The person that guesses the closest to my weight gets the 4-in-1.
Well, there's already some guesses on here, and a couple people.
No, they've
have-
got to message the hard nose page.
Yes.
Okay, well, a couple people have included with or without hair.
That's not an option. It's just straight across the board.
All right, I'm watching the messenger.
I know
Steven's
no way.
weight.
So,
Back
to
I'm
the-
going to tell her what I
Well,
weigh.
yeah, I need to know the answer.
so
Oh, we have one that's within 3.
Oh, hold on. We're gonna give it 3 minutes.
my choice for
That big bitch right there.
3 cars, 3 drivers for a grudge match.
Okay.
You pick Jake.
Yep.
There are no correct answers yet, guys. Just FYI.
My 3 would be TJ McPhee,
Ooh.
Gage Sumner,
Fuck.
and Chad Markley.
Ooh. You want to know my 3?
Jake Reed,
Jake Reed. Pete Hansen. Oh, fuck.
he's fucking stumped. The reason I did my 3,
Yeah, but dude, they're
because I've seen all 3 of those.
Alan
guys.
Brown.
Pretty good. Pretty good fucking. Yeah, that.
And I know that 2 of them are local boys,
Correct.
But I'm telling you right the fuck now, all three of them dudes build some of the baddest units I have seen on the track.
Yep.
The only reason I didn't choose Markley is because he's going to show up in a wagon.
Correct.
Like, you know he's going to.
But you've seen Gage. I've seen Gage show up in a wagon. I'm positive.
Gage is a
TJ's been in
fucking
wagon.
anomaly to the Derby world. That's no shit.
Yeah.
Because he is a fucking multi-purpose driver.
Yep. My second, if we could add to go to 5 people, I would add PJ Star for number 4.
What's the fifth one?
Troy Tag.
Ooh.
So I'm pretty broad across that.
Okay, so if you went to 5 for me, so you've got Jake Reed, Alan Brown, Pete Hansen, Kitchell. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong.
Oh man, that fifth one. Like, what do you do for that fifth one?
Correct. And what's going to change it?
Butch.
Don Santel, who pulled the win off for his team in the stock show this weekend at Spring X.
I mean, because you've got strategic drivers there and you've got hammers.
Oh, you do? Yeah. Yeah. And then you're going to break
Could you imagine that 5-person heat?
Then you can break it down, the style of build. You know, are we talking heavy shit? Are we talking middle of the road street stock? You know, our street stock stuff.
So what I'm talking is a street stock build is what I would want to see them in. Because then strategy comes into play.
Mm-hmm.
Drive style comes into play.
Car choice is going to come into play.
You're motherfucking right.
Yeah.
Okay, we're closing the answers. Do we want closest without going over, or
No, just closest.
Closest.
Okay, so that winner is going to be Nathaniel Robbins. He guessed 348.
Motherfucking close. And that's that one?
Yep.
And we have a couple comments to catch up on. First of all, Adam, how was it that guy was saying his name last night?
All fucked up.
It wasn't. I can't remember. Anyway, he wants to know which one of you is on the bottom in your bisexual relationship.
Actually, I am a power bottom.
Love you, bro.
I did see, we had a comment saying Brandon Duncan could not message the page for some reason. And I also got a message on the page, someone requesting the next time you want someone to answer it, like when you tell them they have to message the page, they have to close out of the video to message and then go back in. So maybe next time just do a comment or something.
Okay.
Bo Bart said, hey, wait a minute, I don't think Alan builds his, I think Dalen does.
That's something you're going to have to take up with the Brown boys.
Correct.
Because I'm not touching that one.
Bo also wants to know what you're doing July 12th.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have my phone. Somebody else has my phone.
We're looking at mine.
Let me look. July 12th, we don't have...
Just shut up, Tanya.
That is the week after Shelbina. Shelbina.
That's a Friday.
This year, Shelbina is July 6th. Showtime officials.
Still Killer Beer Garden, regardless of who the promoter is. Michael Luffy sucks.
Street stock build.
Yeah, hot stock.
It's
No, street stock.
Lewistown Derby is why he's asking.
Oh, that's on the Friday. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lewistown's on. I'm fucked. Junior actually asked me if I would announce that one. Where I work to where that is roughly 2.5 hours.
You know, coming from a retired announcer, you have a lot of motherfuckers wanting you to announce.
I told you guys I would believe he wasn't announcing derbies when he wasn't announcing derbies. Brandon Duncan has asked how much to buy Steven's shirt and hat. So these shirts that you see them wearing, if you
Triple
hit
B's
up
tees.
Triple B's Tees, that is where these shirts came from.
If you want these personal shirts,
There's only 2 in the fucking world.
in the fucking world, man.
However, Triple B's Tees can hook you up with some hard-nosed shirts.
Yes.
They're pretty awesome shirts. And hats. I don't even know what
Hats are-
hat he's wearing
They're
right
coming.
now, but
I don't know what
we're
you got
working on
either.
hard-nosed hats. We had a supply issue.
That's just a junk Vic with a horny
This
on it.
round, he won't ever give it up. Brett, I would have to agree. As his wife, I've heard him say for 3 years now that he's not going to announce derbies anymore. I'll believe it when it happens.
Here's what I'm gonna say.
These motherfuckers listen.
Here's what I'm gonna say, guys. The
Oh,
only
I missed that question.
well, this dickhead next to me actually is. We're doing Salisbury, I guess, but that's a little bit different. That's like a live feed. on
That's
there
a
as well.
hard-nosed deal.
Correct. The only show that I will full tilt announce, I did tell him if he comes back and does a team show that I would announce it. The only other one that I would ever do is a national level event that Mark Elliott doesn't do.
And that's a package deal because I'm going with him.
If he can get off work.
Nope.
Sorry, boss, I quit.
Hey, Steven, Alicia really likes the way you're seductively drinking your beer.
Was it the pinky?
Is it Triple B's shirts or BBB? It is the word triple.
Triple B's tees.
The word triple. We have had, I read this comment earlier and forgot to ask you guys, but we have had a couple people ask where they can get some decals from. I do not remember who asked earlier, but somebody was wanting one for their kid's Power Wheel.
We can actually hook you up with that.
And then Dustin White also asked.
Are they around us?
I don't remember who it was.
So
I'm so
that's
sorry.
what we need to know. I have a pretty good
Yeah, and
stack
we've got a shitload. Like I'm looking at them.
of the was here.
Yeah.
I have some of this one, the new ones, which if you
Fuck, I
watch,
think I've got a few old ones.
and then I still got some old ones, and he's got some. When I say old ones, the OG, the original.
Because don't think just because we went to this that we cannot get you the original hard
Correct.
nose with the bumper and
We still have that.
yeah, we still got that shit. That
And
did
you
not
can
get discontinued.
Yeah, you can get them from Broadhead Decals.
Okay. It was Zach Schaefer who asked about one for his kid's Power Wheel.
Where is he going to be? Zach, are you going to be at a show where I'm going to be this summer, or where
we can mail you
we're going
one.
to be, or whatever?
Anytime that you've got a kid that wants one of our decals, you let us know and
Yeah.
we will make that shit happen.
Yep.
Anytime.
I
And
forgot
whenever
to
I
write
say
that
kid, I mean just somebody younger than me.
But anybody who watched Spring X or Derby Nation, these were on EPR cars.
What does EPR even stand for?
Ear plugs motherfucking required.
I wonder why. Probably because all them stock 350s, they don't want to hear that lifter tick.
Bet you that is not well.
Hey, Paul Arnell says that Zach is his cousin. He can get it from you and give it to him.
Well, I'll just take him to work and have him in my desk, and when Dad
Perfect.
Bod Racing drops me off another piece of shit toe in, I'll hook him up then.
Brandon Duncan has to go pull his pork steaks off the grill, I guess. So he said, great show. He will catch you later.
Yeah, we'll slide over that way later, Brandon.
Brett White said that's a lot of people, then not all of us were born in the 60s. Cameron Wilson says that Dax has decals on his Power Wheel. I just got a message that we are forgetting something.
It's that cup right there.
No, It's not that. We
We
do have
have-
to give that cup away, but we have something else to give away
What's that?
that is special just for this episode.
Oh, I knew that was coming. I just want to see who was going to stick in here. Go ahead and give that shit away.
It's not Dad Bod Racing, it's Dad Bod Motorsports.
Oh, it's not DBR anymore. It's DBM.
Dad Bod Motorsports.
We have another one to give?
The fucking 100th anniversary hoodie.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I didn't forget about it. Look at you. Chunk, you know who's fucking, you see it.
My bad. 100th episode, special edition,
Do we have a picture of it somewhere?
quarter zip. Yes, it is. In
And it's
my
fucking
phone.
tough.
Quarter zip.
It's in your phone as a saved picture.
Hey, somebody give me my phone so I can get in on
Steven,
this
you
one.
can't have your phone, dear.
This is bullshit.
So, special 100 episode, quarter zip. So, if everybody knows, that is a hoodie with the. just
We're going to do a
little zip
comment
here.
deal on this one.
Hold on, I gotta find this son of a bitch. Where's it at? It's not this picture that says if dicks could fly, your mouth would be an airport.
No, it is
that's
not
PJ.
that.
That's a shirt that PJ wears all the time.
Dale Colbert says the sign looks nice.
Thank you, Dale.
Who's Dale?
Well, if you don't know, you're gonna know because he is running at Bristol as
Does
well.
it have this picture on it?
Wrong class.
That is it right there.
Okay, I'm gonna try to.
They don't give a shit what it looks like. They just want something free. I don't blame
I
them.
don't know if this is gonna work. I was gonna put it. Can we
Oh.
see this? Woo! Look at that. There's a lag. Okay, that is what is gonna be on the quarter zip hoodie shirt. Shitty.
Yep.
Shitty.
It says crank up the adrenaline with Hard Nose Derby podcast. It's got the 100 episodes and it's got these two yahoos in derby cars.
Mine better have fucking headers on it.
They both do. Well, this picture doesn't.
Well, the new one he changed just a little bit, so but it's still basic
yeah.
principle.
She tough.
Okay, so that is on a quarter zip hoodie. It is the only shirt with this image on it that will be made.
You'll be the only motherfucker that has this.
Top flight security of the world, Craig.
What are we gonna make them comment?
So they're saying that the sign is crooked. You know what? We are not perfectionists, guys.
The phone could be crooked.
Fuck, Derek's head could be
My
crooked.
head could be crooked, lopsided. His beard could be crooked.
That's a fucking bold-faced lie.
We have the fatty tumbler to give away still if you want to. And I.
Let's get them
I did
both
not.
away at the same time.
Okay, yeah, they can go to the same person.
Want to do that?
Yep, that's fine.
What are we gonna make them comment?
See if anybody paid attention.
All right, guys, listen up. He's going to ask you a question. And the winner of this is going to receive the one and only quarter zip that was designed and donated by Nathan Broadhead.
AKA
Chonk.
is our. And then we're gonna wrap this fucking live up.
Yep. So are we doing this one?
And the quarter zip.
And the quarter zip?
Yep.
Dino Fisher says the footage of Steven smoking is OnlyFans worthy.
Well, then just take what you get here. Happy birthday.
That's some of that OnlyFans cameo shit.
I'm just waiting on these checks to roll in.
If anybody-
so we can go to
okay.
these derbies.
Y'all ready? This is the 100th episode, right?
Yes,
Special
sir.
live edition.
Yep.
Quarter zip with a 22-ounce fatty. One person,
And we'll sign that bitch.
one winner, two things. It's going to be a fuck curveball. So if anybody has listened to us, who won the Limited Weld class at Day of Reckoning in 2023?
I know who won that.
You gotta watch comments because I don't know. You tell me who wins. Bo Mark says it's only dads, not only fans.
Only dads.
Yeah. Casey Johnson said Dave Burns.
Ding, motherfucking ding.
Dong. So that was the first message that came
That's
through.
the only correct message so far. We've
Yep.
only gotten 2 answers, and Chance Ogden was the second one, and he said Dave Burns.
So, Mr. Casey Johnson, you are the winner of the 100th episode quarter zip, plus the 22-ounce
He deserved that.
fatty,
I'll give him
because
that.
he got hosed out of the first couple.
We talked about this before this, Casey, and we said that you were excluded from fucking drawing.
Well, we said he was definitely excluded from the walking pancake question.
100%. Oh, so
All right,
we
so
ready to put a cap on this bitch?
let me go over this real quick, just in case anybody missed out on that. We had 2 door wraps, 2 sets of door wraps donated, and they are going to Brody Million and Lance Richens.
Reach out to Broadhead Decals and
And actually message our page too, just so we want to see the build, we want to see what is going on, we want to see all that shit.
We had 2 5-packs of shirts from Triple B's Tees. Those are going to Chance Ogden and Paul Arnault. The Switch box is going to Cameron Wilson.
Well deserved.
Dustin White is getting the 40-ounce tumbler. Nathaniel Robbins is getting the 4-in-1. And Casey Johnson is getting that fatty and the one and only quarter zip from Triple B's Tees.
yeah,
It might be the one and only we give away, but I might have to have one.
next weekend we will be in Ottawa, Kansas. Crash
Come
at the
find
State.
us.
Come find us.
We have another comment that we need to catch up on here. It's from Miss Sadie Adams. She said, y'all gotta get the fuck out of my house. And then she said, just kidding. Very proud of you, Steven. You picked the perfect guy for this journey. Happy 100 to the dynamic duo.
Yeah, I think she's talking about you.
Gigi's not mad at me.
No, as long as we turn the fucking
As
lights
long as you
on.
turn the light off. Widow
But
Bart said this is a normal Midwestern goodbye. It's going to take an hour.
no, it's not.
No, we'll Irish goodbye this motherfucker and I'll shut it off.
And Casey Johnson wants royalties on the walking pancake trademark.
Fuck him. Fuck you, Casey.
Ottawa, Kansas next weekend, guys.
Come find us.
Saturday. Show starts at 1 Standard Central Time.
Steven's fucking time.
Yeah, Steven's time. We will be there. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get anything set up, but we will have a few cups. We will have some stickers. So especially if you've got a kid that's got a Power Wheel and you want
Yes.
some stickers, come hook us up, guys. We will hook you guys all the way up.
We love you guys. We appreciate all the fucking follows, all this bullshit.
Come announce. Just come shake hands. Say
Yes,
what's up.
sir.
So,
You got any last words?
make junk, boys.
And girls.
Sorry, I wasn't ready.
Finish.